guess, Chris, as bad as you guys started offensively, you were really never out of the game. Did defense win this game for you tonight?
Definitely did. I think we were shooting 17% or something like that at the end of the first quarter, and I think it was down 2, and we just tried to stay the course. Those guys came out hot. You know how they can shoot the ball, and we just tried to stay the course.
Chris, your thoughts on the first quarter? You guys missed 16 straight shots.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
What was happening there? I mean, were the shots good and they just weren't?
Yeah, it was great shots.
Yeah.
I had a wide open 3 in the corner. Had a few mid-range shots. I think I might have missed like my first 6 of those, and those are the spots where I like to get to. Guys had good looks, but our defense kept us in the game.
You don't want to put too much on one win or one loss, but the significance of this win, kind of like you guys are back home. I mean, how big is this win?
It's a good win for us. I mean, it's not like everything is right or all that different type of stuff, but in the West, you're just trying to build up wins, get as many wins as possible, and it's a good win for us.
The NBA makes a big deal about who they schedule to play today. Is it a big deal to win on Christmas Day?
This is my 4th year here at the Clippers, and 3 out of the 4 years we played Golden State. You know what I mean? We played them 7-game series last year, so I'm sure it's something the fans want to see.
You and Draymond Green going back and forth, was that all in good fun? Or?
Yeah, he said Merry Christmas, and he told me to tell little Chris Merry Christmas.
So for you guys to win aggressively in the third quarter, did you decide to take the game over then?
Finally got a couple shots to fall. Blake had been staying on me when he kicked it out the post to shoot it, and I told him, I said I just needed to see one go in, and then the basket started opening up a little bit.
Chris, for you guys to win a game where you've got to kind of grind it out defensively at the end of this kind of stretch, what does that show you about the growth of this team?
Shows that we're going in the right direction, but we got to put it together, for a few games. One game doesn't do anything for us. I think the best part about it was, to start that fourth quarter, our bench, got a lead for us. As y'all seen, as of late, we haven't been able to play up 10, up 15, and stuff like that, so that was nice.
That team has been saying they're offensively, they're a bit out of whack. How do you get a team like that out of whack and holding them to that?
I don't know. We say it all the time when we go in the game. It's about us. It's not about what they do. I think we went in with a great game plan, and we'll take the win.
Blake, you guys are in a position where you missed 16 shots in a row as a team.
All right, fellas, y'all have a good night. Merry Christmas.
Oh, don't forget your hat. Where you guys missed 16 shots in a row as a team, and Jamal's able to come in and I think he makes 3, but in a quarter like that, in the first quarter, to have somebody come and step up and kind of pick you guys up, do you feel like that kept you in the game and allowed for the offense to catch up later?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what he's done time in and time out for us is come in and pick up the slack, the scoring slack, sometimes by himself. And that's kind of how it was tonight. Just to see it go in. Like you said, there's 3 shots, but just to see it go in was encouraging for us. And I thought our defense, second unit, first unit, whatever it was, I thought our defense was a lot more solid for longer stretches tonight.
At the beginning of the year, could you have ever imagined you guys missing 16 straight shots and still being down only 2 in a quarter?
No, not at all. I mean, it's unreal. I mean, at a point we were shooting under 20% in the second quarter, I think, and then at halftime it was like 27%. We were down by 2 or down by 1. So to have those kind of numbers after a poor shooting half like that, it's just kind of like you got to keep the faith and keep rolling. And this thing will turn our way.
How big a deal for you to win on this day? The NBA obviously takes great pride in their Christmas Day schedule and who they select to play on this day. You come away with a win here.
We're just so proud to represent the NBA in this pleasant. It's a great win. It's great because there's a lot of distractions, especially for the home team, because you got all your family in town, you got a million things to do, and to come out and get a win and take care of that, big for us. So especially with dropping the last 2 games and the last 3 out of 4. So
For Jamal or Blake, I mean, Doc talked about he could sense you guys going to go on a run. And, I mean, do you think a win like this and being that you guys will be home could be the start of that run?
Yeah, I think it's a fine line between winning and losing. You know, the last 2 losses weren't like bad losses. We had a chance to win both games, and we were right there. You know, so I think there's stretches in both games where we could have, you know, put stops together, scored a couple more points, we won that game. So it wasn't discouraging at all, but it was good to get back in front of our whole family.
Jamal?
How much did that last loss against these guys sit with you, and then to get a win against them?
We definitely remember it. I mean, the season obviously goes by and you play so many games, but you know, we were the last team that saw in the playoffs, and something's been brewing there for a couple of years, so we definitely remember it. But for us, we just wanted to get back on track.
You obviously like being a 6th man. How much does that help you understand and get a feel for when you need to be an offensive spark and see the course of the game and know I need to get going here?
Yeah, I can see everything over there. So for me, certain nights, I told Sam, I was like, tonight I'm going to be aggressive, like really aggressive, because I could see we were struggling a little bit. They weren't scoring a lot, but I just knew tonight was the night I was going to be more aggressive because I needed to change the game up a little bit just to get things on track. And then, as you saw, Blake, Chris, JJ start making shots, Matt start making shots, DJ, you know, getting to the basket. I think that trying to change the game, and we were able to withstand that from there.
Does this kind of show how you guys can win and beat a good team even on a night when you miss 16 consecutive shots?
Yeah.
Showing a variety of ways to grind it out and win.
Yeah, for sure. Doc's been saying that. He said your offense is going to fail you. It's going to fail you in the playoffs. But if you can get stops, and obviously we all know their opponent, offensive team, probably one of the best in the league, that if we can get stops against them, we can do it against anybody as long as we trust each other and cover for each other. We'll be all right.
This is the most threes you've made in a game this month. Did you need to kind of see that from deep to get, did that help? I mean, especially early on to feel that. He also said that, Doc said that you're not someone that's bothered if you miss early.
No,
still, so
I'm not at all. Honestly, if we're being completely honest, maybe I should have sat out some of those games because it's my shooting elbow that's been bothering me. And I love basketball too much. I'll deal with the percentages not being there or whatever. It's frustrating because I could only get so far on my follow-through. But now, make or miss, the last 2 games just felt a lot better and I'm a lot more comfortable. So I just weathered the storm. You know, luckily we were able to come out and win tonight.
Does it feel like it's been a while since you guys have won a game?
A signature win, right?
Or that and like even like defense first. I mean,
yeah.
Like it's the fewest points you guys have scored in a win since the opener.
Yeah, it does feel like for both reasons. Obviously, a signature win and defensively. Usually we're in offensive shootouts, so 120 to 117 or whatever. But tonight was all about defense, and we said that. We said if they score 42 points in the second half, then we'll win the game because our offense is going to be going at some point.
Is that important to have that? Doc doesn't want to put too much on that. If you guys lose, it's okay. But I mean, is that important to get kind of a win like this?
Yeah, it definitely is. It really is. I mean, there's games during the course of the season where you kind of know, no matter what you say, it means a little bit more. Obviously, the whole country, the whole world is watching this game. They're playing as good as anybody in the NBA. We're trying to continue to be consistent, you know, and find our way a little bit, and get back on track. So I think it was good.
Your thoughts on Spencer's fashion statement?
Yeah, he stole the show.
Thanks, guys.